Hi all, this is Dr. Just X talking to you from Egypt. Well, in the past 3 videos I talked to you about why I'm an atheist and why did I left Islam. Well, in this video I'm gonna conclude why I became an atheist, and the next videos I'm gonna talk about the political issues in Egypt and my opinion of it, what I think about it. I was talking about evolution and how evolution does not negate the idea of God, but it contradicts religion. And as you know, religion has to be taken as one unit. You cannot get some part where you find it good and dismiss or discard it as a part of the religion. Other parts of the Quran that I didn't know how can this be divine is like this. There is a surah in the Quran that talk about dividing the wealth of a dead man among his children, among his women, among his parents, among his brothers and sisters, etc., etc. It's a sexist law, by the way. The woman would be entitled to half what a man would get from the wealth, the heritage. It also institutes some laws that a woman with a child that is a baby was entitled to 1/8 of the wealth, parents a quarter, and son a half. Well, that is junior high kind of mathematics. You do an equation, you will find out that in some particular situations it's going to be mathematically wrong. Now, how can a divine book have a complete mathematical error? How can the all-knowing do such a horrible mistake? Among others, of course. But this is unforgettable. This is outrageous. This mistake particularly is one of the strong reasons why I now became an atheist. To know what I'm dealing with here in Egypt, I'm gonna give you this picture. I am a social liberal when it comes to my point of view in politics. I was one of the people that were in the street in the 25th of January revolution. I was constantly in the danger of being killed, being slaughtered, and being thrown in the garbage on the streets. Do you know about the Muslim Brotherhood? These are a theocratical political institution that uses the ignorant, the illiterates, to have more power. The more the percentage of illiterates, the more the Muslim Brotherhoods is powerful. Now, the problem with the Muslim Brotherhood is not about their strength. Like all politicians, they gonna sell you all the crap that you want to hear just to get more profit, just to get more status, just to be more powerful. But when pro-Qaeda groups like Salafis get involved in this political game, now it's getting more dangerous. You know about our election these days. The liberal side took about 25% of the parliament chairs. The Muslim Brotherhood took about 45%. The Salafis about 20%. And the rest 10% is scattered among other people that are not particularly a part of a political ideology, but just a popular people in the areas they were elected. So now, why I'm telling you this? I'm telling you this because, as a liberal, merely because I'm liberal, many of the Islamists are holding me as an infidel. Why? Because I am anti-Islamic solution for politics. Now, they consider this as an infidel, a one that should be killed. Hell, that's nothing. I'm gonna tell you another story. In Saudi Arabia, there was an imam called Ibn Baz. Now, Ibn Baz, this man was brought up in Saudi Arabia, has his degree in Sharia law. He came up with a fatwa. He said that anyone that will say that Earth is not flat and the sun does not revolve around Earth is an infidel. And he can be killed and his money could be taken to the benefit of the public. As insanely outrageous as this may seem, but it is actually what happened. Now, think what these people can do to an atheist that just say their holy book is rubbish. See, just think about it. Think about it. One day, I hope my country is a liberal country, is a democratic country that believes in human rights, that provides me with the authority of law that can preserve my liberties, my rights. But I just cannot see this happening. And why? Because the military council that's ruling now the country has another plan. This plan is make the people hate the young ones who made the revolution. And how can he do that? Let loose of the Islamists. Let them make everyone an infidel. Any non-Islamist is an infidel. Any non-Islamist is a secular devil that should be put in place, should be persecuted. What will they gain as a military council is that they will kill democratic opposition that always and always will demand freedom of the military rule. Now, don't be fooled. It's not Mubarak that was ruling Egypt. It was the army. It always was the army. From the year 1952 till now. Abdel Nasser, Sadat, Mubarak, they are all army generals. They are all favoring army. Never to be naive and think that the army will throw away its power to a civilian. Now they are playing this dirty game. They didn't want us to make a constitution with all parties at the same strength, on the same table, to the good and the well-being of Egypt. No. They want to have their interests. They tell us, well, Egyptian people are not that literate, they are not that all-knowing. They need to be ruled like cattle. Someone should guide them. So they let out the Islamists to kill the opponents. Now, I mean that as a figure of speech, because no one will be able to speak loud to the Islamists, because they know what can happen to them. And they know that the military council who is ruling the country now is gonna sit back and watch it. Like what happened in Maspero, in Tahrir Square, where they shoot at us with shotguns and rifles. Now, when the Islamists diffuse any opposition to the military council, then the military council will destroy the Islamists. Abdel Nasser did that in 1954. Sadat did that to get rid of the Soviet Union and the communists, and then he fucked up any Islamic opposition. Mubarak did that, and still they did not learn the lesson. How dumb can you be? The military council is holding the carrot of writing the constitution to the parliament, so that they think, or might think, that when they go to the parliament they can do whatever they can write whatever constitution they can, because, well, we have the people on our side. We have their will. We are the true will of the Egyptians. And how are gonna they write the constitution? Well, forget about human rights. Forget about equality and citizenship. They're gonna be first-degree citizens, Muslims, and second-degree citizens, Christians, and 0 degrees for the infidels. I'm not talking about atheists, no. No. Atheists are sub-zero citizens. I'm talking about the non-Abrahamic religious people. Are we gonna stand by and watch this happen? Nope. Over our dead bodies. It is now or never. It is now or never. We gonna do all what we can. We gonna play soft, play hard. We gonna do whatever we can to have a liberal state, to have a democratic country. We did stood before the military. We did stood before the power of Mubarak. We are not afraid of death. Yes, I'm an atheist, but I know that death is nothing. I will die someday. All living animals will die. And death is nothing to be feared of. Just a biological process. Now you're here, tomorrow you're not. There is no demons. You're not gonna go to a mystery place. You're not gonna end up in the grave with someone hammering you in the head with an iron hammer. No. You're just gonna die. So, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die for a cause. I'm not dying as a coward. I will fight my fight. I will do whatever I can. So, over the next videos, I'm gonna discuss with you what they think is the state of Sharia law, the state, the Islamic state. They tell to the ignorant people, there is a conspiracy for you. All the world is conspiring just on you, Muslims. What a lot of crap. Yeah, United States and Europe and Israel got nothing to do better than sending someone to fuck off Egypt. Yeah, democratic Egypt is really what Israel wants. Yeah, right. They want a strong country by their side. How someone with a half of a brain believe that? You got to be an idiot. But they are using the idiots. I'm gonna be fully discussing this in my next videos. So please be tuned and keep in touch. Bye bye.